All right, guys, this is Steve Soloff with InformTheVoteNJ.com again, standing here with Commissioner Lods, and we're at the Millville City Commissioner's race here at, well, it's a meet and greet for the race at Glasstown Brewery in Millville. So,
hi everybody, happy Saturday. It's a rainy Saturday, but we're 24 days out from Election Day, and so Election Day doesn't wait for the rain, and rain or sun, we're going to be out here talking to our voters. And it's not just the candidates who are out here talking, but if you look around, and I don't know if you can catch what's behind us, but we have almost 100 people just walking around out here at Glasstown in Millville, just out here talking to the candidates, seeing what they're about, having really great candid conversations. I know myself, Commissioner Albrecht, and I wanted to stop by and just kind of see what was happening out here. People are just dying for information.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
There's 19 people. How are you gonna?
And for a rainy Saturday, you have a lot of people that came out here to talk to the Millville City Commissioner candidates and see what they're all about. They're hungry for that information, and so it's really amazing that you put this together.
Thank you.
All on your own, and certainly great for Glasstown, right? Because everyone who comes out here, they're all grabbing a beer, so
right, it's good business.
Yeah, for sure.
Converging interests, right?
Absolutely.
And it shows a little bit of that down-home grit. People want the information. It rained a little bit. They showed up anyway.
And I think that's so important because we've been knocking on thousands of doors this election cycle, and everybody's so caught up in what's happening at the federal level or the state level. And there's that old saying that all politics is local, and I think it's really important for people to get to know who is running for their city commissioner, who's running for their county commissioner. That the local races have a whole different flavor than the larger scale federal and state politics.
Yes, and to piggyback off that too, there's also that hypercharged atmosphere of politics nowadays, and sometimes if you just go up and shake somebody's hand and talk to them for 5 minutes, you're like, they're just your neighbor.
Well, that's exactly it. Like I said, federal and state level, everyone's like ready for a fight. Ready to look for what we have in opposition,
Sure.
And we really have a lot more in common than we realize. And when you get into local politics, that's what that's about. It's about looking at what we all have in common. Because a lot of these people, I know I tell that story to everyone that I'm a 5-generation family here in Cumberland County on our same family farm. But you have a lot of people out here with the same story. I know I've seen a ton of friends, family friends. One woman, her mother and my grandmother were best friends, and I grew up swimming in their pool. And it's just all about these local connections, and people have been here for generations. They have extended family. It's not about the divisiveness of the Republican Democrat stuff at the national level that we see, but this is about hometown.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you showed up. It's
sure.
very supportive, and I'm glad the candidates showed up and the people showed up.
Well, I just want to be out here to show my solidarity. It's not easy to run for office, so I commend all of the 19 candidates that have put their name on the ballot and are trying to do what's best for Millville. We appreciate that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for talking to me.
For sure. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for putting
See
it
you
together.
next time.